what is the first step that I'm going to take as Miss UJ APK to help students take part in extramural activities? Yeah, and then I answered that the first thing that I was going to do is that I'm going to revive the UJ Ballroom and Latin Dance Club.
Okay.
I believe that it is a platform where students can not only acquire dance skills but get leadership skills, discipline, have good well-being, also build connections that could potentially last a lifetime while doing something that is fun and engaging.
Yeah, that's a good answer. 10 out of 10. Woo! And the winner is... Hello UJ family, thank you so much for joining us on another beautiful episode. My name is Sally Sithole and you are watching the Canvas Lab. Today I'm sitting with the third generation of Miss UJ APK, and I've got the pleasure of sitting down with the past generation of winners. And today I have the pleasure to be sitting with Onkemetse Nkhumise. She is just not a powerhouse, but imagine she is 21 years old, a psychology final year student, and she is just making waves on our campus. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, it's such a pleasure. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Like 2 weeks since you won. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Hey, how has the journey been like since 2 weeks? I'm sure you've got a lot of followers. A lot of guys are hitting your DM somewhere. You know?
It
how
still
has it been?
hasn't sunk in.
Yeah.
I still pinch myself.
Aww.
And I'm like, is this really?
Yeah.
Is this really me?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it has been amazing. The appearances, the interviews, the attention, but...
And you like the attention?
Not really, but I'm getting used to it because I'm a shy person.
I see.
When I'm not used to like certain environments.
Yeah.
But I think I'm getting used to the attention.
Yeah. Okay, but who is this lady that I'm speaking to right now? When we're speaking in terms of like background, where you're coming from, how has it been like?
So I was born in Hammanskraal,
Okay.
but I grew up in Mafikeng. And growing up, it was a nice childhood experience, but you know, family dynamics but it was an amazing experience.
Yeah.
It was. I wouldn't change it for anything else.
Yeah. I like that. But how was your childhood like, you know, when you were in primary school, transitioning to high school? How was that environment like at home?
So primary school, amazing. Sometimes when I talk to my primary school friends, we're like, do you remember grade 7 in Miss UJ's class?
Yeah.
We used to rock that class.
Yeah.
So primary was nice, and then transitioning to high school got a bit tough.
Yeah.
Because now you're going in this new environment. You don't know most of the people there. So it was a bit tricky for me, but I enjoyed because I was also doing dance at school. So it was nice. It was nice, yeah.
So dancing comes from like way back in your childhood journey.
Way back in my childhood
How
journey.
did it even start?
I've always loved dancing.
Yeah.
So I was that child at family gatherings where I would dance and
Entertain the
Abumalume
family,
would give me 10 rands for dancing. So it only got nurtured in Mafikeng at Mabana Arts Council. That's where I started doing ballroom and Latin dancing. But I wanted to be a ballerina initially.
Yeah.
And then there was no space, and they took me to the ballroom and Latin department.
Yeah.
And I was told that after a month, there's going to be space at the ballerina department. Then after that month, when I was told that there was space, I was like, I'm staying here.
Yeah,
it's
you
nice
just fell in
here.
love
We're
with it.
traveling.
Yeah.
We get to do different things outside ballroom and Latin dancing because we did Setswana traditional dancing, bantsula, contemporary hip hop. So it was amazing. I was like, I'm not going to ballet. I'm staying here.
Yeah. So what would you say, like, how did sport change your life?
So since in primary, I did athletics.
Yeah.
And then until grade 7, when I went to high school, I was like, no, I'm a groot sister. I'm not going to do sports anymore. It has changed my life in a way that I'm a person who's like very closed off.
Yeah.
So being in sports made me be able to make friendships. And I also got to travel. I got to develop new skills.
Yeah.
So sports really changed my life. I feel like it has had a lot of impact in the type of person that I am right now. So,
I mean, with what you have mentioned in terms of the categories inside dancing, but which one is your favorite?
my favorite has to be Latin.
Okay.
Latin dancing is amazing. The dresses, you get to show off your sassiness.
Okay.
So that's my favorite,
Yeah.
specifically the cha-cha.
Yeah. You know, a fun story, quick short one, right? Is that, you know, when you're in like high school and there's like arts and culture, I think now they've changed it to creative arts.
Creative arts, yes.
Right? So I have a twin. So there was a time where we had to dance because we had to get marks for it. And I was in the same class with my twin. So we did like a cha-cha-cha dance. So now when you say that, it's just making me remember, you know, what we did. We didn't know what we were doing. We just said, you know, cha-cha-cha. You know, but I'm sure you can do it better than I can. But yeah, because of course I'm not like a professional like you. But yeah, congratulations. I think sport is something that is really important, especially when we're growing up, you know. It gives us a sense of discipline, you know.
Yes, true.
It makes us realize, you know, the competitive nature of the world we're living in, you know. And it helps us to show up for who we are and what we want for ourselves.
Yes.
Right? But let's talk about transitioning to to university. You spoke about that it was not easy to transition to high school because it's a new environment, new people. But how is it now transitioning to university? I mean, even a bigger environment, different people from different provinces. How is it like?
Yeah, in first year, I was the most saddest person ever. I was not used to living alone without my mom and my little sister. So for me, it was very hard. I remember the first week I cried to my mom. I'm like, I'm deregistering. I'm coming back home. So the first month, it was very tough. But the second month, I then saw on the UJ sport page, they had posted that there's UJ cheerleading trials.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, because there's no dance, I didn't know of dance that time. Let me try something new.
Yeah.
This will also be a way for me to make friends because the people in my course, they would never speak to me and I'm shy to approach people.
Yeah.
So it was very tough for me.
Yeah.
But after joining the cheerleading team, first week I was friends with the captain.
Yeah.
I was friends with the captain. I feel like it was because I was now in a comfortable environment. Dancing is my safe space, so I got to relate more with her because we're doing something that we share an interest in.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, and how's that journey like though?
The cheerleading journey.
Yeah.
First year, first month in it, I got the opportunity to represent UJ Sport and UJ Cheer at the Varsity Rugby Cup.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
Yes. We got to represent UJ Cheer there with other cheerleaders from different universities. It was Stellenbosch, UWC, and Wits. So we were the few chosen ones to represent that side. And I was like, I love it here.
Yeah.
I'm definitely staying here.
I feel like your name is you just keep on living to your name.
Yeah.
You know, representing, you know, that's just beautiful. That's just beautiful. But let's talk about the academics, right? You went to UJ to study a specific thing. What was it?
So I had applied for BCom Economics and Econometrics,
Yeah.
but I got rejected.
Yeah.
So now I'm studying psychology. And for me, studying psychology, the fact that I kept on getting rejected at BCom Economics and Econometrics as I applied for it in second year and I still got rejected. I feel like God is intentional about this journey for me.
Yeah.
I feel like this is where my purpose is, because even while applying for it as my second option, my friends would tell me that you have this healing aura. We could be sitting with you and we just feel this calmness, feel like our stresses go away.
Yeah.
Talking to you about our problems just feels like a burden has been lifted off our shoulders. And I also get people, total strangers, I've never seen these people before, just sit next to me, tell me that, oh, this is what I'm going through. How can you help me, advise me? And I wouldn't know what to say, and just say whatever that comes in mind quickly. They'll be like, yo, thank you so much. I needed to hear that. So I think this is where my purpose is.
Oh, I like that. When I was speaking about purpose, now you're into another purpose, Miss UJ APK. But you have never been into pageants. This was your first pageant, and you walked away with the crown. But I'm trying to understand, if it was not your first pageant, was there anybody who inspired you to say, hey, maybe join this pageant or something, you know?
So with regards to this, I've always loved watching pageant shows like Miss SA, but I never saw myself in the pageant industry. So with Miss UJ APK, I got mentioned by a cousin of mine. And then he kept quiet all this time. He only told me...
What's his name?
Karamile.
All right, he's actually in studio. But of course, I mean, he's looking a bit shy. He doesn't want to show face, but yeah, shout out to him. Shout out to him.
He only told me after I won that I'm the one that actually mentioned you. And I was like...
because it was anonymous.
Yeah, it was anonymous.
Yes,
it was anonymous.
I see. Interesting. Hey, look, now he was there from the get-go. Now he's here even when you're being interviewed. He's such a supportive cousin. But how has the journey been like, you know, entering a space that you have never been into? I mean, like, talk to me with some of the challenges that you probably experienced. I mean, being there, feeling the competition of some girls have experienced, damn, and you're just there like, okay, I don't know what I'm doing. How is it like?
To be honest, I experienced a lot of self-doubt. I felt like giving up sometimes because I would compare myself to the girls. As you say, there were a lot of girls. Majority of them had pageant experience. They have titles. They have... have a lot, and here I was, a dancer with zero pageant experience. I was thinking to myself, I can't speak in front of people. I'm scared of speaking in front of large crowds because I have a lot of stage fright. I can only express myself through dancing. So being in, like, the journey of being in Miss UJ APK, it was a very humbling one. Because I got to learn a lot about myself. There were days where I would cry because heels were killing my feet. I had blisters. We had to come up with mission statements. I had no idea what that was because I thought pageantry was just walking on the stage,
it's more than that.
looking beautiful in those nice dresses, makeup. But there's actually a lot that comes with pageantry. You have to also be able to think on your feet. You have to know what to say. You have to always be prepared to say something that is positive and impactful to people.
I like that. But would you say that entering the pageant has changed your life?
It has. A huge confidence booster.
Okay.
I don't want to lie. Joining, like, I was very closed off to myself, scared to show myself. People get shocked when I say this. They think because I'm a dancer and I'm used to performing, like, this would have been easy for me, but it's not. So making it from the top 30 to the top 10, a huge confidence booster, especially looking at the fact that I had to go to interviews. It was my first time being interviewed, like, serious formal interview. I told my mom that, ma'am, please don't expect anything because I know me and speaking, it's a problem. So making it into the top 10, I couldn't believe it. I was like, a shy Unke made it in this huge platform. First time being in pageants. And now I saw that I'm capable of speaking in front of people. I can think on my feet. I can walk in heels with confidence. So it has changed my life.
I like
No,
that. I like that a lot. But do you still remember the question that they asked you on stage?
On stage?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
What did you say? What was your answer?
Can I start with the question and then?
Yeah, sure. Okay. You can react the whole moment right here.
So my question was, what is the first step that I'm going to take as Miss UJ APK to help students take part in extramural activities? Yeah, and then I answered that the first thing that I was going to do is that I'm going to revive the UJ Ballroom and Latin Dance Club.
Okay.
I believe that it is a platform where students can not only acquire dance skills but get leadership skills, discipline, have good well-being, also build connections that could potentially last a lifetime while doing something that is fun and engaging.
Yeah, that's a good answer. 10 out of 10. Woo! And the winner is... congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And I'm sure the crowd went crazy. Be like...
To be honest, I couldn't hear anything. I was just in my zone. It only synced in when my first princess, Kudzai Matonga, hugged me.
Yeah.
And she was like, you won. I'm like,
What?
Really? Then I started crying.
Yeah.
I started crying a lot. I actually started crying from top 5 announcement. It was a shocker moment for me. I couldn't believe it. Like, to think that I didn't believe in myself. And now my hard work is paying off. I'm a testament that working hard, believing in yourself, and pushing through the pain, it really does pay off.
Yeah, now that you have mentioned this in front of a lot of people, that you are going to reignite the ballroom dancing school or club at UJ, right?
Yes.
What other thing is it that you are going to do during your reign?
So this is the exciting part, actually. My royal court, Miss UJ APK, which is me, my first princess and second princess, we will be collaborating. We'll be infusing our individual advocacies and creating one initiative. So we have dancing, we have STEM mentorship program, we have an anti-bullying campaign. So we're going to merge all those 3. We'll focus on promoting leadership, discipline, building good connections and networks, while also focusing on mental well-being and creating a safe space for students, to have a great varsity experience.
Yeah, I like that. And how old are your fellow cohorts?
I'm not sure, but I think they are on the same age as me.
Yeah. Like, I can't wait to see the sisterhood taking form and taking over the UJ spaces. I want to be walking on campus and see the girls. I'm like, oh, those are my girls right there, but I'm so excited, right? But what other thing that we can, just look out for as from the Mr. and Miss UJ APK organization?
So I won the Best Community Engagement Project.
Oh, okay.
So I'm an ambassador of the community engagement at UJ. So we'll be doing a lot of projects with the community engagement program, as we also have the merging of our advocacies in it. So expect a lot of dancing, leadership skills, building thingies.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for joining us today. We truly appreciate it. I'm just wishing you all the best with this new journey. It is new because you've never been in pageantry. All the best with standing in front of people and addressing your peers and living up to the expectations of leadership and, all the qualities that you have mentioned. I'm wishing you all the best.
Thank you so much.
I can't wait to have this conversation again after 12 months to say, how is the journey like, hey? How is the ballroom class going? Right?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much. Well, this is where we're going to leave it for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. Until I see you next time on the next episode, goodbye.